Let's go Broncos! The offseason just keeps getting better for your Denver Broncos, and now it's official, we're not just climbing in the AFC West standings. We're stepping over the broken pieces of a Chargers franchise that completely imploded. From top to bottom, free agency flops, draft day disasters, and a coaching philosophy stuck in the Stone Age, Los Angeles set themselves back years. And while they stumble, Sean Payton and George Payton are building a machine in Denver that's ready to dominate. Smash that like button if you're ready to own this division, and comment, "Go Broncos!" My heart bleeds orange and blue, because this collapse in LA, it's exactly the break we needed. Let's start with the brutal truth. The Chargers blew it. This was supposed to be their year to reload. They entered the offseason with over $90 million in cap space, second most in the entire league. Chargers fans were hyped. And what did they do with it? Absolutely nothing impactful. No big-name signings. No roster-changing additions. And worse, they lost 5 key starters, including their best defensive lineman, their top pass rusher, and 2 starting cornerbacks. Gone is Poona Ford, who graded out as their best defensive player and one of the top interior linemen in all of free agency. Also gone, Joey Bosa, yes, the second-best Bosa brother, but still one of the league's most effective pass rushers when healthy. Add in Asante Samuel Jr., Christian Fulton, and Josh Palmer, all now starting for playoff-caliber teams, and the Chargers didn't replace any of them. And don't think for a second that Khalil Mack, now 34 years old, is the answer. He had one big game, 6 sacks against the Raiders, and then faded. His production has dropped significantly, and if you remove that one explosion, he would have been the 5th best sacker on Denver's defense last year. Our guys, Benito, Zach Allen, JFM, consistently performed, and now we're adding Quay Robinson and a healthy Jonah Ellis. That's a nightmare for opposing QBs. Offensively, it's just as grim for LA. They let Josh Palmer walk, Justin Herbert's deep threat and one of his most consistent receivers. He's already making waves with the Bills, while the Chargers are gambling on aging, injury-prone Mike Williams, who had a total of 12 catches last season. You read that right. Our rookie Devin Vele had 41 receptions while battling broken ribs. Their only big splash? Signing Mekhi Becton, a massive, high-risk tackle who ballooned to over 400 pounds after 2 knee surgeries and missed 2 full seasons. That's your franchise investment? And the cherry on top? They missed on Evan Ingram. He chose Bo Nix over Justin Herbert. He watched film. He saw what Sean Payton was building. And he made the call. Denver is the better fit. That's a cultural shift. Broncos country. That's players choosing us. Even Chargers media can't spin it. Local outlets are begging fans not to panic, writing headlines like it wasn't that bad. Yes, it was. They blew the draft. They misfired in free agency. And they stuck with Greg Roman, an offensive coordinator running a playbook that hasn't worked since the first Madden game dropped. Imagine having Justin Herbert and dialing up 23 pass attempts per game. That's coaching malpractice. And as if that weren't enough, let's talk travel and schedule. The Chargers have the second hardest schedule in the AFC West and the most airline miles of any team in the NFL. They are literally going to be flying all season long. While Denver gets early altitude games and international chemistry building trips, LA is burning fuel and energy just to show up. So what does this all mean? It means the path is wide open for Denver. The Chiefs are aging, crumbling, and distracted. The Chargers are regressing. The Raiders, still a mess at quarterback. And the Broncos, we're stable, deep, energized. We've got the right head coach, the right QB, and one of the youngest, fastest, most versatile rosters in the NFL. Bo Nix is clicking. RJ Harvey is drawing national comparisons to Alvin Kamara. The offensive line is underrated. The defense is terrifying. And the front office? Already thinking 3 moves ahead. So Broncos country, this is your moment. Are you ready to see the Broncos sweep the Chargers? Are you ready for Bo Nix to outplay Justin Herbert? Are you ready for Ingram to torch the defense that tried to sign him? Drop your prediction for the season series with LA. Do we sweep? Do we dominate at Mile High and stun them on the road? Who has the bigger game, Bo or Harvey? Smash that like if you're loving every second of the Chargers collapse. Subscribe so you don't miss our next breakdown. Why the AFC West isn't just winnable, it's ours to lose. The Broncos are rising, and the Chargers, they're falling fast. And now that we've laid it all out, how the Chargers fumbled their offseason, how the Chiefs are aging out of their dynasty window, how the Raiders are still rebuilding from the ground up, it's time to zoom in on what really matters, how Denver capitalizes. Because this isn't just about catching teams slipping. This is about putting your foot on the gas and never looking back. And Broncos country, if there's ever been a season to do it, this is the one. Let's start with what Sean Payton is cooking schematically, because while Greg Roman is stuck running a 2012 Baltimore offense in LA, Payton is building something modern, layered, and relentless. We've talked about Bo Nix's processing, but let's go even deeper. Payton is designing this playbook around timing, leverage, and simplicity. It's an offense that demands defenders make a decision and punishes them for being wrong. Motion everywhere. Pre-snap disguise, constant. Formations that look the same but produce wildly different plays. That's Sean Payton's bread and butter. And when you've got a quarterback like Bo Nix who can process fast and deliver accurate throws on rhythm, you don't just move the ball, you control the game. And that's what's going to set Denver apart in 2024. Because in LA, you've got Greg Roman building a run-first offense in a league that's demanding spacing and speed. You've got Keenan Allen gone, Austin Ekeler gone, and a new system that doesn't play to Herbert's strengths. While the Chargers are trying to reinvent themselves with outdated concepts, Denver is evolving with precision. RJ Harvey is going to be the secret weapon here. Every defensive coordinator in the league is about to learn his name the hard way. The burst, the vision, the versatility. He's not just a runner. He's a matchup nightmare. And Payton knows how to use him. Watch for two-back sets. Watch for him motioning into the slot. Watch for screens, wheels, sweeps, asterisk everything star. And then there's Ingram. You don't sign a player like that to block. You sign him to stress the seam. Linebackers are going to be stuck. Do they drop into coverage and risk Harvey gashing them underneath? Or do they step up and give Ingram a free release into the second level? Either way, we win. Defensively, the game plan is simple. Pressure, pressure, pressure. The Chargers have one of the weakest interior lines in the AFC. We're talking about a unit that's trying to stop Zach Allen, JFM, Benito, and a fully healthy Baron Browning with guys who barely broke 65 in PFF pass blocking grades. And remember, while Herbert is a gifted thrower, he doesn't like pressure in his face. That's where he makes mistakes. That's where he drifts in the pocket. That's where we get sacks, turnovers, momentum swings. Look for Vance Joseph to disguise pressure early and then send heat on third down. It's coming, and it's coming fast. And if that wasn't enough, let's not forget about the intangibles. Who's got the locker room right now? Denver. Who's got the younger, hungrier roster? Denver. Who's got the best home field advantage in the division? Denver. Asterisk altitude still matters. Asterisk. Who's got the fan base ready to explode with energy after nearly a decade of waiting for this moment? Denver. The time for excuses is over. The rebuild is done. The coaching carousel has stopped. The quarterback carousel is over. This team is set. And this division, it's there for the taking. So here's the final question. Broncos country, are you ready? Are you ready to bury the Chargers in week 5 at home, then go into SoFi and shut down their playoff hopes late in the year? Are you ready to watch Bo Nix throw 3 touchdowns on Greg Roman's prehistoric defense? Are you ready to hear Mile High roaring again as RJ Harvey breaks a 60-yarder down the sideline and Ingram mosses a safety in the red zone? This isn't just football. This is payback. Drop your final score predictions for both Broncos-Chargers matchups in the comments. Who's your MVP of each game? Who makes the game-changing play? Hit that like button if you believe we're sweeping LA this year. Subscribe if you want the full AFC West takeover breakdown. Next video is all about Bo Nix versus Patrick Mahomes and why this is the year we flip the rivalry. The Chargers are lost. And Denver, we're built for the moment. Let's ride.